workout. It's predominantly for the lower body, and also it's no longer body weight. We're actually going to use bands. So I have got 3 different strengths here. They're a continuous loop band, so they're called a mini band. You can see them, they've got a complete loop. Orange for me is the thickest and the heaviest. I've got a medium, which is my blue, which is still pretty tight, pretty strong. And then my lightest would be this sort of aqua green. In terms of what you're using your bands for, lower body can always take a little bit more, so I would suggest you start with a heavy. If you've never used them before, definitely do a medium or a light. Upper body, you can probably take a light, but you might want some power moves from an upper body. So say you were doing a rowing action, you might really want to up that and have the heavy. You'll just know, even with this particular workout and me saying I might want to do heavy, I'm possibly going to change myself to that medium because I prefer to have a little bit more give in the band and actually be able to take a wider stance to something or a wider range of movement. So that being said, we've got 2 actual separate workouts, 2 sets of 3 exercises. So simple in the sense there's only 3 of them, 3 times around. First set, all nice lower body, 1, 2nd, 3rd, repeat. You've got minimal rest if you want to rest, otherwise no rest at all, and you're just going to keep moving from one set to the next. The same idea if you want to move from that first circuit to the second circuit, and the same if you want to just do 1, 2, 3, and bang out those 3 sets, and it can be quite a short, sharp workout. Where you need to, you pop in your water breaks, you pop in your rest breaks, and there might be a bit of a transition break anyway if you're changing your bands. So I'm going to pop mine to the side. Easy access if I need them. I'm going to have it, often you have a side that's shiny and a side that's a little bit rough. I often have the shinier side to me, although the rough one would probably keep it in place. Sometimes, like if you're doing this and you've got shorts on, obviously you'd want the softer side on you. So these ones are going to be round your ankles for this first one. If you need to, hold on whilst you're doing this, but then bring it down to the ankles, and already I have to stand a little bit wider to keep that tension on the band. By doing that, I'm actually already standing with a bit of a glute squeeze. I can stand with good posture. I can think about my breathing before you get going, and always the band is going to make it harder. The out and the return is going to be hard with the band, and you're going to need to use your exhale. So maybe you want to pick which is the in, which is the out, and which you're finding hardest, so that you can inhale out, exhale return, which is a good way to think about it. The return, that band, I want to fling it back. We don't want that. We want a controlled return. So that would be your exhale. But once you get going, you might have to flip that breath and do something that suits you better. Okay, so band around the ankles, double checking how many reps. I'm going to do 20 repetitions a side. I'm just going to stand onto my mat. And we're simply doing a toe tap to the side. You can do this standing up in a more upright position, otherwise you're going to stay down and get into already here when I'm sitting, I'm in a little bit of a mini squat position, and I'm going to do a toe tapping side to side. So if it hurts around your lower back, or there's any tension somewhere that is not good, it's not a nice pain, then you can drop out that band and simply do it with a body weight. Otherwise, stay low, you challenge yourself. I'm going to get down into my legs and tap and return. I'm going to do all repetitions on the same side. It's nice to kind of layer it up that way. This actually makes it harder for you. So here we are already at 6 and 8, 9, 10 more like this, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low, not coming up, just transferring the weight, but equal down that side. When we're ready, extend that leg, tap that toe. 3, 4, 5. Nice hinged over position is supportive. You're at 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9. Keep pushing through. 8, 7. Obliques are working. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just pause it enough that you can come up, you can shake it out. So I'm going to turn onto the side, but we're doing the same idea, toe tapping behind from a low position, or you can have a heel kick if you prefer to be upright. So coming down, not sinking forward, draw the shoulders back, tummy engaged, hold your core nice and strong. So I've got a nice flat back, working those back muscles. Still band is around those ankles. Change the band if you need to. Breathing in, breathing out, and alternating. I'm trying to get a little bit of that diagonal going. That first one wasn't my best. And I'm alternating these ones because it just feels quite natural to do that. In this hinged position, I'm looking down at the mat, stretch that band, press, press. Arms the way you need them to be, hands on hips, sitting down, press, press. Keep going. Coming to that halfway, switch, switch. Let's make these ones our halfway stage. We're going to have 10, 9, 8. Getting a nice pull across those hips, using those obliques. You're at 6. Staying low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for each side. Perfect. So, just bringing the legs together so that you can pull your band up over the knees. And then here, a simple yet effective squat position. I'm going to have a slight turn out and challenge now, still with the glutes, because that's what's working in a squat position, as well as the legs, but I want to, with the turn out, focus a little bit on those inner thighs. So, breathing in, down, and up, nice and strong. Relatively simple, yet super effective. Hands together. You can press out if you want to, or you can inhale, inhale, exhale to rise into those glutes, squeeze. Let's just pause to show you. Squeeze. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to do another 5 from here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So, that was it. First round, done. Back we go, and down we go. Hinge forward, more upright, you decide. Just even further down a bit. Right, I'm going to start with the same leg. I'm going to start with my right, your left, tapping. 20 of these. It's like a skater leg. But it's really intense with this band. Change the band if you need to. Keep the same intensity. You decide. And step. And step. This single leg work here is really kicking in. Let's make those last 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Right there with you. My bum is on fire. Okay, so nice parallel position. Coming down again. Hinge forward, tummy's engaged. Let's go. 20 of these again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, think about those obliques. Halfway here on this one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Still around the ankles. Again, I'm going to turn this way so you can see that I'm on a slight diagonal with my legs, with my toe tapping behind. Still hinged forward. Inhale, exhale. Just make sure you feel the depth of the legs, the core engagement, those shoulders pulled down. And then it's slightly pushing on the diagonal as you're going back and back. So, again, we've got 20 of these per side. Let's go. And press. Really challenging your straight leg here. Exhale to push back, even further, even more of a challenge. Keep on this. Every single repetition counts. Core is engaged. Core, exhale, core, exhale. Keep those things synced together. Lovely. Keep going. Let's have those last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for each side. Okie dokie. Right, up we go again, over the knees. My little leggings go with me. Right. So, if you had the wide, you want to switch it up, we can always do parallel. So let's do that on this one. So still wide in the sense that you need to keep that band actively engaging your muscles and really nice and sort of taut. So still the same idea, down and up. Inhale, exhale, pull. You can pick up your tempo here if you want to. Down, up, down, up. Challenge yourself if it's appropriate. Press. If you want to, you can always have dumbbells here and kickbacks. Now tricep kickbacks. Press, press. 10 more. 9, 8, challenge that depth. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, that could be a nice little pulse raiser at the end. I know my heart rate's gone up, but you're just picking up that tempo. Not appropriate, you drop that portion of it and stick with where you were on that first round. Again, change your band if you need to for each exercise, should that be appropriate. Could be heavier on what we just did, those squats, or you might need the medium or the lighter to get this range of movement for our toe tapping, the front and the side and the reverse one. So, still for me, working that same leg first. If you want to mix it up, then you've only got 3 to do, 3 sets, so it won't work out quite equally, but you could mix it and alternate. Stay down, 20-20, 20-20, and into the center. 3 exercises to go. Then a little mini pause because we're then coming down onto the mat. So, stay low, nice and strong. Shoulders back, tummy's engaged. Pull that sort of breastbone open. Inhale, out you go. Really extend as far as you possibly can. Press, press. 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10. Make these count. Last time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Pushing ourselves. You know you've only got 1 set of this to go. That leg's done. Onto the other side. Down we go. Nice and strong. Sit back like you're sitting in a chair. Tummy's engaged. Shoulders back and down. Let's go. 20. All the way out for that full extension. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep pushing yourself. 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So I think I'll do this one facing you just so that you know what that looks like. We're now pressing behind, like I said, slightly on the diagonal, and I'm alternating my legs between each repetition. Still staying taut with the band at the beginning of this, at the front of this movement. Let your breath come back. And again, let's hinge over. So tummy's engaged. No hanging out there. Strong. Pull it in. Engage. Breathing in. Again, extension. You're not locking out the leg, but you are engaging that thigh. Tap, tap. If you want to, you can slightly pick up the pace and switch, and switch. So you're just having less pause, rest time in between, but you still need the same amount of extension. So I picked it up just a little bit, not so that you lose form. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 each side. Perfect. Up over the knees. Okie dokie. Last one of these. What should we go with? Should we go with a turnout again? Your choice. I think I'm going to do turnout. Move my mat. It's got a bit scoopy. So, wide, down and up. 25, if not 30 of these. Let's push ourselves on this last one. If you don't want as wide a turnout, you still have a turnout. You just bring it in a little bit. So, breathing in. Exhale. 2, 3. Really squeeze. 4, 5, really thrust those hips to me. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause it there. Perfect. Okie dokie. So, what we've got next, I think I've done my job. I've warmed myself up. I take my jumper off. So, from here, we're going to get ourselves down onto the mat for some donkey kicks. So, if you do Pilates, then you might well be familiar with this. And you might, doesn't mean it's not Pilates, but you might be familiar with this in the gym. But what we're going to do, I want a bit more oomph to the range of movement. So I need to give myself a little bit more leeway in my band. So I'm going to go to my medium, and I can always just decide after a couple of reps, good or not, and swap over to the other side. But what we've got to try and do is we're going to have it around the ankle and then around the foot. So I'll put it that my side facing you, which is my right leg, is my working leg. So around my left ankle, but now I'm putting it around that right foot. So here, tabletop position with the rest of the body. If you have any wrist issues, roll up, make fists. You can come down onto the forearms. It may or may not compromise how it feels in the back. You just listen to the body. We stay nice and drawn in, tummy button to spine, and we lift up and we push. So it's staying with a bent leg. You are simply pressing away. So you want to be a bit cautious with the band. You've got 3 sets. If I feel, yes, it's got the range of movement, but I'm not feeling the intensity, swap yourself back to that heavier band. Press, press. If you do it in Pilates, I normally have the knee in line with the hips. That's just not possible here for the band. I can push it up to there, but I'm not quite getting it. So just think about good quality repetitions. Press, press. I'm going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to switch sides so that you can see me. You're just switching the band to the other foot. So it's right ankle and then left kind of under the heel or under the arch of your foot, so that you've got the give to actually do the kick back action. And when you're ready, balancing yourself nice and equally, wrists, elbows, shoulders, knees and hips, flat back, breathing in. I'm hovering my knee, but if you want to, then you can have a little tap down for every repetition. Try not to overarch the back at all when you're lifting up, so core is strong. Try not to lean onto that opposite side that the leg is moving. So challenge yourself, but within reason. Press, press. Keep going. started and threw my orange band away. I need it next. So this band off to the side here. I'm going to bring my band around my knees. I'm going to go with the intenser version of this. So I want my orange band or my heavier band back over the knees. Down you come. So if you want to, you do a little mini roll down, tuck the chin, roll down. So that's you down on the mat. What we're going to do here, we're going to do a hip bridge that is like a froggy version, which means just opening and closing the knees, working the inner thighs. So you keep your feet glued and it's the knees that do the open and closing, but you're staying up the whole time in your hip bridge. So, are we ready? Palms are down, breathing in, breathing out. When you're up, do what I just said, zip everything up, just make sure you've got that nice flat back, you're engaged through the tummy, you push the hips up as much as possible, glutes are right there with you. Open and close. You are working across these hips because you're opening them. So although you feel like there's a stretch, we're trying not to drop the bottom and you're trying to still think about core engagement. If you want to, you hold it out, hold, engage, out and hold, out and hold, out to hold. Keep going. We're really ramping up these repetitions here. Open and close. You've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, probably you want to change your band again because you're going to need it a little bit lighter. So from here up I come, off we come. So this one's got a little bit more reprieve in between because you're switching around with your bands. By all means have the lightest, I'm going to go back to my medium, it's going to be back around the ankles and this is a plank jack. So if you don't want this with a band, by all means drop. Or you could do a kneeling version where you're doing a toe tap to each side. So let's come round. This is the full plank version. So you've got wrists, elbows, shoulders in line, nice flat back. When you're up, you're already going to have a little bit of a wide stance with the legs because you want to keep that band nice and taut. And then you're going to open and close. So repetition wise, I think we'll definitely try 10 and see if you can do 15. See maybe if you want to do 20, just you decide because you can always lessen the intensity but still keep that band. Or you can come down onto knees and pause. So let's start with a little bit wider, start with the bottom down. So this is kind of your finish. And we're going in and out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, perfect position to start again. Because we had this colour band, I had my medium around my ankles and then I started with the right foot doing that donkey kick or footprint to the ceiling. And let's go again. So I tried for 20 repetitions on my first, so let's do the same. Let's count them together. Hover and then kick. Make it slow, make it pronounced, make it strong. 3. Exhale again is to push and press. Here you are now. 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop here if you need to, otherwise 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope you're feeling it behind the knee and your hamstrings just like me, because that's where we're working. Right, I'm turning myself around. So you've got the working leg out to you guys. And then switching it onto the arch of the foot. Are we ready? Just remembering every time you're coming back, posture check, shoulders back and down, tummy's engaged. Don't do anything without being in that right position to get you going, to start you off. Press. 3, 4, orange band back, swing myself around. Oh, I've literally lost my laces. That won't be good in a minute. Health and safety. So, are we ready? We've got those froggy press or that inner thigh hip bridge. Bands are over the knee. So on the thigh but over the knee. Again, I'm going to do a mini roll down. Just a good way to be. Oh, that band's a bit skew with you. Right, again, make sure back is flat. You feel comfortable. Palms stay down. Feet are together. When you're ready, up you go. And then challenging everything again. So making sure you feel like glutes are squeezing, hips are up, and you're ready to go. 20 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. If by all means you feel like you want more of a challenge, add your reps. Add 30. Well, no, don't add 30. Add 10 more and make it 30. Or do 50. Do things in one go if you prefer. So, medium band for me, around my ankles, plank jacks. Thinking about posture, thinking about that hand position. When I'm ready, breathing in, breathing out. You can bring the feet together if you prefer to start, and then head right out. 20. So 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Third set. Let's go, 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 go. Oh yeah, we're in the perfect position, aren't we? I forgot what we were doing then. So, I'm on the right side to show you. Ankle, oopsie, ankle and arch of my foot. Same position. Again, check that core. Think about posture. Last time we're doing everything. This is the last set. So breathing in. Inhale. Exhale. Nice flexed foot. Nice bit of flexion at the knee. Getting into that hamstring. We've got 20. 6, 7, 8, 9. Here you are, halfway. 10 to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. I'm again just going to switch my way to your way. By all means, take the pause when I'm taking the pause. Right, here we go. Last time we're doing these. Posture check. Nice and strong. Really pressing out through the wrists, elbows, shoulders rather than sinking in. Push out, strong stance. Press. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. We need that band off. We need our last switch. Here to that orange. And then we're back to the blue for those plank jacks. Oops, now I've lost this one. Oh dear. Have a little mini break. Gotta get that band up and around those knees, over the knees. Here we are. Up towards the thighs. Just try and make your band flat as well before you get going. You don't want it to get either twisted and dig in or twisted and it's sort of pulling in a funny way on itself. Tummy's engaged. Roll down. Here we are. Last and final one of these. The closer your heels are to the bottom, the harder you're working on those hamstrings. So let's go for it. Lift the bottom, let's open and close. This one we are going to add more repetitions and add a pulse. 4, 5, however we are feeling. Around your ankles, up you go, around you go, and here we go. You're going in, you're going out. If we can, we're going to add another 5 repetitions, or we're going to add 10, or we're going to add a hold as well. Let's just see how we are when we get up there. See how much energy we've got in the tank. If the answer is no, then by all means you just listen to your body. Okay, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Hold it out. Hold. Breathing in. Breathing out. Hold. Hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. And reprieve. So, let's take that band off again. So, rolling down onto your back. Let's have ourselves a little stretch. I'm going to bring my right knee into the chest. Left leg is out. So here, already trying to stretch across that hip flexor. And a mild glute stretch by hugging in. I'm going to tuck the chin, curl up. I'm now not looking at the knee, I'm looking down at the other toe and up for a hamstring stretch. So not holding on for dear life, it's a nice soft upper body. Slide down, across you go. This is a good one for the glute stretch. So holding with this left hand on the outside of the right knee, this glute, getting it in a very nice fashion. Keep my shoulders down on the mat, make it a chest stretch as well. Using your waist, swap over in between, just have a nice little hip roll from side to side, where the knees are glued, and then have it where the feet are wider and you're just dropping. I'm dropping those legs apart. As I drop, for me, this top leg, it really pulls across that hip. Might not be the same for everybody, but I like a little bit of difference to this. Stretch and roll. Roll and push that knee down. And then let's swap sides. So left knee in, right leg out, tuck the chin, curl up. Shoulders back and down, and then up you go. If you're looking up, try yourself looking down. Really stretch it out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Again, we need to go across the body, so this is what it looks like on the free side, that chest stretch side. Breathing in. This shoulder will want to pop off, so it's your job to press it down by pressing into those hands, those fingertips. Lovely. When we're coming back, hug in and just open out. So I'm bringing the knees into the chest, I'm opening out wide, and I'm just opening the hip again. A slightly different variation, change directions as well. Lovely. And then walk those shoulders up, just tuck the chin, point and flex, wiggle my toes, wiggle my ankles, mobilize my joints. You can rock and roll forward and back. I'm just going to come to the side, roll up and head back to my mat. I'm going to put the left foot forward into a low lunge position, and then from here, again, hip flexor stretch, so softly put the weight onto that knee or thigh. Toe at the back can be tucked, or you can untuck it. When you're pushing forward, try and tuck under, so pushing that glute into action. And then I'm going to do the low runner's lunge, so here I'm just going to press in, just lift up. Push back, that's going to stretch that calf. Breathing in, breathing out, down. Lift this arm, gently go around and down. Lift, push back, push that calf stretch and that leg that's outstretched. Down onto the knee, untuck the toe, over I go. Swapping sides, but I'm again going to turn around to your side. So you've got the right side doing this lunge position with the left hand side. Sorry, the left hand side doing your hip flexor, so gently in. softly hold yourself, so just be careful how deep. Yes, you want to stretch it, but you don't need to go pow right into it first of all. Give yourself a little, and then I'm squeezing my glute, getting a bit more oomph over that hip. Then I pop my hands down, tuck that back toe, push back into that calf stretch, which you may or may not get, because we're all different on different sides. Then down I go, untuck the toe, and stretch. This is stretching the chest, it's stretching my back, it's stretching that hip flexor again. Down, tuck the toe, lift, push back, holding here. You might still be having hip flexor stretch. Last one, sweeping around. Lovely, and then down here, but all the way down. Wide arms, wide knees, nice child's pose, extended version. Breathing in, breathing out. Just flip to have those thumbs up and open, and just see how that changes the stretch for the upper body. Breathing in, breathing out. Last and final, let's just come up and back to all fours. Any wrist issues, make fists, and just do a couple of cat-cows that work to undulate through the spine. Press. Inhale, release. Exhale, scoop and press. Inhale, shoulders down your back, shoulder blades down your back. Lovely, settling there. Perfect, well done. We are all done. That was our bonus video, predominantly lower body, but we had that little bit of core in, or the core all the way through, which is how I like to make us work. So, hope you enjoyed it. Catch me for another bonus video, or you're heading into another week. See you on the next one.